Welcome back to the Precision Sports Review podcast. I'm your host, Brady, with co-host here, Isaac, my boy. What's up?
What's up?
Today we're going to be doing the NFL Week 4 Pick'ems. All right, Thursday Night Football, Broncos, Jets. What do you think?
I have the Jets.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of an unpopular opinion.
Very unpopular.
Yeah, exactly. I'm an unpopular guy.
Okay, that's sad.
I got the Jets because I think that I'm hilarious. Anyway, the Broncos with that new quarterback, really not convinced by him at all. And I think the Jets, even though I stand by that they're the worst team in the league, I think they have a prime opportunity to steal a win here against the Broncos offense that should be stuttering. I think it's a really low-scoring game, almost like a 14-10 type of score, but I think the Jets barely prevail.
Yeah, I am going to have to disagree with you on the fact that they're the Jets and they have no defense or offense. Kind of the same thing for the Broncos, though, but I do believe in that third-string quarterback after what I saw at the end of that Bucs game. He really put together a drive before that interception, but I do see this Broncos offense getting a new look at things, being able to deliver. Next game, your team, the Vikings, against the Texans. Well, what are you thinking?
I mean, Skull Vikes, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
You like that. You like that.
love that.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so, sorry, that was a really bad impersonation of Kirk Cousins. But maybe I'll just overthrow some deep balls and I can keep going with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, just took a shot at my quarterback. Anyway, I think the Vikings looked pretty good against the Titans up until that final quarter. And I think if we can eliminate some mistakes and close out a game, I really do think we have the talent to beat the Texans.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to disagree. I think the Texans are going to bring it back. You know, probably top 3 teams in the AFC, who they face. And I think this is like a lower level team that they're going to be able to beat. Their offense is starting to mesh pretty well together. Randall Cobb getting his TD. Yeah, I think Deshaun Watson's starting to trust his wide receivers more, trust his team more. Obviously, a lot of new looks for him. I think they win this game. Next game, Saints-Lions. Let's do it. What are you thinking?
I think Saints in this one, and I think Saints because even though they've taken 2 losses, one to a Raiders team that they shouldn't have lost to, but I still think their talent is just going to be too much for the Lions, especially. I think Michael Thomas is coming back, and I think that's just going to be a little bit too much for the Lions to handle. I don't think they've had to face a team of the Saints' caliber yet, so I have the Saints in this one.
So I'm going to have to go with the Lions. Here's why. The Saints haven't been looking great, I'm going to be honest.
Against good teams, though.
Against good teams, like the Raiders, obviously.
You got me there.
Okay, but the Lions, they should have beat the Bears. DeAndre Swift choked, period.
A little bit too Swift.
Okay. I'm just kidding. Okay, but and they also looked really good against the Packers for that first quarter where they were like double-digit lead. And then they pull out that win against the Cardinals. And I think they are kind of an underrated team right now. And I just believe that they're going to win the game.
Okay.
Try to take me seriously on that one. Next game, we got Ravens-Washington. I know Washington's looking pretty good right now, but...
Yeah, the football team, I think they have a pretty easy win, 49-0. Okay, I got the Ravens pretty easily in this one. They're just too talented. They're too good on both sides of the ball, and I think they run all over this Washington defense.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on this one. I think Ravens are going to be a little pissed about how that game looked. They looked like Garbo, like literally.
Yeah.
Get them off the field.
Yep.
Really embarrassing. I don't know what else to say. But I think they're going to bounce back because they're a good team. And they're going to bounce back, and Washington's going to be recipient of that anger that they just faced against the Chiefs. Next game, we have the Cardinals and the Panthers.
I mean, this is a tough one, but, I'm really high on the Cardinals this year.
They are a good team.
And I think that loss to the Lions was honestly really down to some key turnovers from Kyler Murray. And I think if he cuts those out of his game, especially against a weaker Panthers defense, I think they should have the talent and should just have the game management to be able to get a win here.
Yeah, overall, I think the Cardinals are the better team, especially with McCaffrey out. I think they're also going to bounce back, and I do believe the Cardinals take this game quite easily. Our next game is going to be the Colts and the Bears. Two kind of unexpected teams this year.
Yeah, and I hate to say it as a Vikings fan, but I do think the Bears win and improved to 4-0. But I mean, I just think it's because Nick Foles is finally starting under center for them, which I think is a good move. I've never liked Mitch Trubisky, and I think this is more of a gut for me, honestly. I don't really have a super great reason, but I think the Bears they have a way of pulling it out this year, especially 3-0 when they really shouldn't be, and I think they should be able to pull it out.
So I just don't think the Bears have really played a great team yet. I think the Colts have that caliber to be a great team, and I think they're going to struggle offensively with the new quarterback, Nick Foles. As strong as I am a believer in him, I think this Colts defense is going to have a hard time for Nick Foles' first full game to really come out strong. So I got Colts on this one. Next game, my boys, my bros, my best friends, basically, like we talk all the time. Seattle Seahawks against the Dolphins. Dolphins arguments are being made, and should I be worried?
No, you really should not be. Seahawks 3-0 against some very good teams. Obviously, Falcons excluded from that list. But the Seahawks just have looked really good. They've outclassed their opponents and should be able to easily outclass this Dolphins team.
Yeah, so using the transitive property, the Patriots beat the Dolphins, therefore, and the Seattle beat the Patriots, therefore Seattle should beat the Dolphins. Well, obviously, never doesn't always work like that, but I think Dolphins are gonna have a hard time keeping up with that Seattle offense. They've been just clicking like none other this start of the season. Next game, Chargers Bucks. What do you think?
I have the Bucks in this one. I think Tom Brady is really growing into that offense, and I think that the Chargers just don't have enough firepower on offense that much improved Buccaneers defense, and I think that the Buccaneers should be able to have a pretty comfortable win.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one. Bucks have been looking very good, especially that last game. The offense really starting to mesh. Rob Gronkowski getting that few catches there, and on really all cylinders, they just destroyed. Defensively, they looked really good against the Broncos, I guess, but on both sides of the field, they're looking great, and I think Chargers going to have a hard time keeping up with that offense. Next game, 2-3-0 teams, postponed, but if it happens, Steelers or Titans, what do you think?
I think the Steelers. I really do. I think that the Titans, obviously, they're a good team. But I think they got a little bit lucky against the Vikings there. Vikings kind of collapsed there at the end. And I think the Steelers' run defense is going to be able to contain Derrick Henry. I don't think you can ever fully stop Derrick Henry, but they can contain him enough for that, like, not flashy but very reliable offense that it's very consistent at getting at least 3 to 4 touchdowns on the board. I think they'll be able to do that again and hold the Titans and win the game.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to agree with you on this one. I think so. Steelers have maybe one of the best, if not the best, run defense in the league, and that's exactly what the Titans want to do, right, is run the ball, kill the clock. And I just think that's going to be obviously our time against one of the best run defenses in the league, so they're going to pose problems on that offensive side, and I think Steelers are going to win this game. Next game, Jaguars-Bengals. Two teams that obviously aren't great.
Yeah, I think we should say 2 teams because they don't really deserve any.
Any other?
Yeah, no, not really. But Bengals, I have the Bengals in this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow is really coming into his own as an NFL quarterback. That offense has actually been doing pretty well. It's been the defense that's posed some issues, but the Jaguars, I don't see their offense doing too terribly great. I think they're coming off a pretty bad week, and I think their confidence is going to be a little shaken, and I think the Bengals come out and they take a close but deserved win.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to agree with you. That Bengals team has only been improving, while on the other hand, the Jaguars kind of looks like they've just been getting lucky after that game. And I just think Bengals are just going to pull this one out. I think Joe Burrow's had been playing a phenomenal rookie year thus far. Didn't have really an interception. I don't think he had an interception in his last 2 games, which for a rookie is insane. And he's just been doing really good work. I think Bengals get their first dub right here. All right, Browns, Cowboys. 2 teams that decide to really play one side of the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I hate to say it because I'm not super sold on the Cowboys at all, but I have the Cowboys winning. I think their offense is going to be a little bit too much for the Browns to handle. And I think the Browns, well, they will obviously put up points against a pretty bad Cowboys defense. I think the Cowboys offense should be able to score enough to outscore a Browns offense that I don't think is actually that good. So I have the Cowboys.
So, if the Browns decide to run the ball, which I'm hoping they do because it's been working for them, they have a great run team with Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I think they win this game. This is really just toss up. Both defenses aren't great. I just see the Browns offense putting up more points. Next game, we got the Giants and the Rams. Obviously a close game we got here. Giants looking pretty good off of that 40-point loss. I wasn't quite 40, but what do you... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is really tough for me to decide, but I got to go with the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Wait, really?
yeah, I know it's shocking, but yeah, Rams in a pretty comfortable win on a serious note, just because the Giants looked bad on both sides of the ball. Rams looked good, even though they took a loss. They're like at least 2 levels above the Giants, so I have the Rams winning.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on this one, and here's why. The Giants just suck. The Rams are actually a good team, and obviously I think the better team wins the game.
Yep.
Watch Giants win this after we just made fun of them so hard.
Right?
That'd be so funny. I hope they do. I love you, Giants. Okay. Next game, Bills Raiders. Two teams that play football.
Yeah, they do both play football. You would hope, but I got the Bills on this one, and I think I just have the Bills because they got a little bit lucky there against the Rams. That wasn't a PI call. They also collapsed to let them even have the Rams back in. Yeah, it's true, but that's against a really good Rams offense, and the Raiders offense just isn't quite there. And I think the Bills defense will be able to hold a not as great offense, so they should be able to outscore the Raiders offense if their defense is holding the Raiders to a respectable amount of points. So Bills.
So I actually think Raiders on this one. I think Derek Carr is having a great year. I know some people don't believe in this man, but I think he's been doing a phenomenal job. And I also believe in Josh Jacobs, who's also having a great year. And I don't know. I think it's just because the Bills have never been a great team, really, that I just don't believe in them. But give it a few more games and I'll start believing in the Bills. But I think Raiders win this game after a good upset against the Saints. I just think they win this game.
Nice.
Upsets. They happen. We're back to it. All right, next game, Patriots, Chiefs. You best know what you'd be saying right now.
Of course, Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said in the beginning, I'm going to pick them until they give me a reason not to. And they just gave me a reason to keep picking them after that great performance against the Ravens. They put up a clinic, and I made some money off of them. I put some bets down. Yeah, not real money, but some credits. I put some bets down. Chiefs, they didn't let me down, and they won't let me down now, so I have the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Both sides of the ball, great. Coaching staff, great. Talent, phenomenal.
Good vocabulary there, Brady.
It's probably the biggest word I've ever used.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, the Patriots also good. Chiefs are better. Therefore, Chiefs are going to win this game.
Good logic.
Thank you. It's just simple, clicked. All right. Eagles 49ers. What do you think?
No, I think if Garoppolo plays, I have 49ers in a pretty easy win. Not easy, but I think they win. But with Nick Mullins, it's a little bit closer if Garoppolo does not play. But I do have the 49ers winning. I think their defense is going to be a little bit too much for that pretty poor Eagles offense to move the ball against. And I think the Niners, even with Mullins, can put up enough points against that pretty poor Eagles defense as well. So I have the Niners in this one.
So I have the Eagles, and I just don't think the Niners are really going to get going this time. I really am a firm believer of Carson Wentz. He may not be the most consistent quarterback right now, but he was one of the best at some point in time, like the last 2 years ago. And I think this Eagles team has the same amount of talent. I think they should make it click, and I think they will in this game against the 49ers team that's weakened by injuries. And I think this is going to be a good statement point for the Eagles. All right, last game, Monday Night Football, Falcons-Packers. Some people as in some people, I mean no people, have been making an argument for the Falcons right now. So what is your
Yeah, I mean, I
argument?
can see it with that number one ranked defense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I really could. But
Yeah.
I mean, in all seriousness, Packers, that offense is just going to be way too much for the Falcons to handle, and I don't think there's really much else to say. So I have the Packers.
All right, time to make fun of the Falcons again. Not only are they bad defensively, they are the most choke team ever.
Yep.
Like the most unclutched team ever, and Packers obviously one of the best offensive teams in the league. Put up the most points like ever in the first 3 games. So obviously Packers on this one. So yeah, those are our picks. Let me know what y'all think. Isaac, anything you want to say to the peeps, the fam?
I don't think so. Just go out and enjoy yourselves for the games. Have a couple drinks for me, get hammered, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes. See y'all next week. Enjoy the football games. Get hammered, I guess. And like and subscribe. Have a good one, everybody. See ya.